So you'd be interested in finding out what this meat feast pizza of a man can beat in a fight? What monsters I can dominate using only what God gave me? Well, you're about to find out, laddie and ladies.
Anyway, it's what I could possibly beat in a fight, from my own observations. Likelihood, that's probably not how it's going to go down, but whatever, this is just for fun. You've seen these around the internet, I'm sure, these fight thermometers. This is my own little spin on it, and it's not supposed to be taken seriously. So, without further ado, let's have some fun with it, eh? So, I have gathered the most popular cryptids that people will probably know of, and if you don't, well, here's something interesting to learn. First one that we have up is the Mongolian deathworm. Contrary to popular belief and a lot of the movies that you'd probably see about these guys, they are recorded as only being 60 centimeters long, which is about the size of a medium snake. They can throw venom and poison at a distance, and I'm thinking I could kick their ass. To be honest, as long as I know to avoid the poison, and I'm not snuck up on, I could probably whip this thing around like a bag of meat. Yes, you carry bags of meat, right? It's very common. But it's not without its danger, so I think there is a little chance that I could get hurt. But ultimately, I think I could whoop this thing's ass. Not that I'd want to. Disclaimer, I do not like fighting and hurting creatures. I just do not get enjoy from hurting things. That's just me. Next up is the Goatman. This is a cryptid that is said to turn into people and take on different forms. So, here's the thing. Am I fighting it as a goat man, or am I fighting it as a person? I think if it turns into just the average Joe, I could kick its ass. But, if it's that goat man creature, let me make the picture a bit bigger, he's looking pretty buff, he's got those goat legs, goats are pretty strong, stronger than you probably think they are. He's got horns, horns, sharp, dangerous things. A goat once just did that to me, and it was like, ow, fuck. Imagine the goat tried. So I think Goatman is maybe in the middle. If it's a person, I could kick its ass. If it's... and they're usually people around you. People that you know. I don't know many people that could kick my ass, you know. Anyway. Well, if it's this goat creature, that'll definitely put up more of a fight. But if it's not like supernatural strength or anything, maybe. But for now, I think the Goatman would be fair fight bordering actually on kicking my ass. So I'll put it right there. Go smaller. Next, this may look like an ordinary crow to you, but this is actually a thunderbird. A giant bird with, I don't know, fucking ridiculous wingspan. Basically bigger than an airplane, or as big as an airplane. That's just, no. It's a giant bird. It would pick me up and drop me. No, never. I would never win in that scenario. It's just there for fun. It could basically swallow me. And I know some people are into that, but I'm not, so that's a shame. Next, everyone knows him, everyone loves him, El Chupacabra, the goat sucker. There's a reason he probably goes for goats and small animals, chickens, whatnot. Because he's a little bitch. Yeah. He's depicted in two forms, this weird reptilian creature, and a dog, or a canine, like a hairless canine. Not a big one either, like a small one, medium-sized one, like a coyote. Coyotes are dangerous animals, so if I was going up against the coyote one, I think I could beat it in a fight. I think I could take a coyote, but not without taking damage. Those things have sharp teeth, and you don't want to get gripped by any sort of canid. Not even a small dog. That'd hurt. I've been bitten by a Rottweiler before. No scars. Anyway, that being said, El Chupacabra? I think I could beat El Chupacabra in the fight. I think it would be harder, definitely, than the Mongolian death one. By far. This one, most people probably don't know about. It's an Irish one.
So going back to me roots, this fella is the Dubhartu. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but whatever. I'm trying. Don't know Gaelic.
And it's said to be like a creature that is kind of like an otter and a dog and it's very violent and aggressive, said to have killed a woman once. But if it's just not a dog size, like, that could be a Jack Russell size, it could vary really a lot. But we're in the water, definitely has the advantage. But I ain't going into any Irish waters. Then again, I did swim in Ireland once. Regardless, not really going to be swimming in Ireland very often. So I'm going to assume I'm going to be fighting this near the water. I'm definitely not going to pursue it into the water. So if I were to fight this thing, I think I'd do pretty well. If it's around a dog size, again, chupacabra size thing, it'd probably bite me a bit, but come on, it's only like, it's like an otter. I think I could fight a big otter, let alone a dub harchu. So that's going to be around the same as el chupacabra. Right, Bigfoot. Bigfoot is said to be a giant ape-like creature. And if you know apes, they're pretty strong. So, again, don't really have to linger much on this. Maybe if they're not as big as people think, and they're not as strong as people think, but yeah, this guy, he's gonna kick my ass. Maybe I could take a baby one. If it's a baby, let's put it here. It's nowhere near gonna kick my ass or devour me as much as this thing is. But then again, if they're both 100, what does it matter? Next, what should I put next? Kappa. A kappa is a Japanese creature, depicted usually as like a reptilian frog-looking thing with a shell on its back and a bowl of water in its head. Fun fact about kappa. The bowl in the head filled with water, if you tip that out, they go bye-bye and they can't move. They either die in some circumstances, or they just completely can't move. And if you refill the bowl of water on their head, they owe you one. So with the kappa, oh, fun fact as well, another one. They are really, they hate farts. They are disgusted by farts. I mean, who isn't? But, you know, after a protein shake, I could probably knock this thing out in one, you know? Jersey Devil. So, Jersey Devil has a bunch of depictions. This one is of, like, it's got very thin hind legs, shitty wings. If it was this creature in the picture, this thing would just die from existing. But if it was a functional creature, it's kind of been depicted as a wyvern a little bit. I'm on the fence. Depends how big it is. If this thing is the size of a horse, well, a fucking horse is huge. That'll just kill you outright. No one can take a horse in a fist fight. Unless the horse doesn't want to fight back, which is just sad. Just punching a horse. Anyway, if this is just the size of a man, I think I could take it. If it's bigger, has teeth, it looks like it has the head of a horse or a goat, but it does have those horns, and it can fly. But if it can fly, it has hollow bones. I think I could kick this thing's ass. But only just because if it's bigger than it looks, it could probably kick my ass. So, put it there. In the middle-ish. Wendigo. So, this is said to be a Native American spirit that takes over people's bodies and minds and souls or whatever when they are starving in the middle of nowhere, and so they start cannibalizing people. Sooty, get away from that corner. Come here. Don't be naughty. My cat. She's just terrified. Usually depicted as being very lean, having not much muscle from the starvation, but having this supernatural strength and ferocity that just tears people apart. And that's probably not going to go well with me. It's a supernatural monster that is bent on ripping you apart and eating you. Sometimes these things are depicted as being like 8, 7, 10, whatever foot high and just crazy. And they're already, again, more depictions, they're kind of like already rotting. So you think, can you do anything to it? And it's probably had this bullshit magic thing going on. So I don't think I could take it. But, again, I don't think it's nearly as strong as the Sasquatch or Thunderbird. So this guy is going to be around here, because what if he's just a guy who's underweight? I mean, you find a guy who's underweight and, like, starving, I could kick that guy's ass. But he has sharp claws, deer head, who knows? The Kraken.
I've spent many years trying to find you.
Now, if it's a Kraken, then my neck, he's going to be cracking. It's a giant squid. Even a real-life giant squid, which is nowhere near this big, would easily kill any man. Though, on land, any day of the week, just keep punching his little eyeball. Big eyeball, actually. Biggest in the animal kingdom. Yeah, this is around, this is terror bird threat level. They would just... The size difference is not fair. Again, we have something that's ridiculous, but I just had to add because it's so popular. This is a dragon. A dragon. You know what a dragon is? I do. And even if it doesn't have fire, it's still a big, ferocious lizard that's gonna tear you apart. Yeah, I think a dragon is more dangerous than these two, or anything on here, to be fair. Terror bird's big, but it's not a dragon. Mermaid. Beauty of the sea. It's just a lady with a fish tail. Again, water, land. Am I going to go into the water following a mermaid? I don't think so. No, the tales had told me not to. But if she's trying to fight me on land, kick her ass. So I think, hell, even in the water, if I could get my hand around her neck, I wouldn't want to. Would never want to. Never want to hurt anyone or anything. But if I had to, I think I could pop her neck. It wouldn't be that hard. I think it'd be... Yeah, I'm going to move the Mongolian Deathworm because I think it's weak as hell. She's going to be easier than the Jersey Devil. But... not... she's going to be harder than the Deathworm. Yeah, there we go. My brain worked. This one, again, not very well known to people who don't really know cryptids. This is the Kongamato, which is depicted as a medium-sized pterosaur. Now, going back again to hollow bones. Now, I said, if it can fly, it has hollow bones. Yeah, but what about the guys over there, the dragon and the Thunderbird? Sorry, down there. They're like... They have magic on their side. Now, dragons, mythical creatures. Magic, bullshit. Terrorbirds. They bring storms when they flap their wings. They are definitely magical. Kongamato? Medium-sized pterosaur. As seen in this picture, picking on this guy. You can see a size comparison if that's the average dude. This guy must be smaller than the average guy. Because look at him. He's definitely not. Well, whatever. I think with his hollow bones... This is the size of... bigger than an eagle. I think I could take any eagle. I would get hurt. Definitely get hurt. If it swooped down and came for my eyes. Cover it. But I think this would be like fighting a large eagle. You just... If you could manage to grab it, it has no chance. Because it has hollow bones. You just grab it. Smack! It's gone. Do not try that out on any living bird. That is very mean. And do never do it. I think I could take this. But it's definitely going to be a hell of a lot harder than any of these guys. Just because it can fly, it has that advantage. I know, again, this guy could... so maybe it's along the same. If it can fly and has claws. But it definitely has claws. Unlike this guy. Don't know if it has claws. So, yeah, I'm going to say Kongamato. It's dangerous. But how dangerous, we do not know exactly. I'm missing someone on this. Hold on. Let me fix this list. We're back. So, for some reason, I didn't have those in before. They were supposed to be here, but because of all the pictures jumbled up, I couldn't really tell if they're there. They're here now. But before we get to those, let's look at probably the most famous cryptid in the world, the Loch Ness Monster. Now, Loch Ness Monster most likely is a plesiosaur. A plesiosaur is a giant marine reptile. And let's just think about that for a second. Again, I'm not going to be going in the water. But are these guys going to be coming out of the water? Well, let's try and go to prehistory for ideas. So if it's a plesiosaur, which isn't a specific species, it's a group of animals. There are some around seal size and whatnot, well, large seal size that could come out of the water and just chill, or at least we think they can, or could. So if it's something around that size, which this guy looks like, I think I wouldn't want to try. It's got like a crocodile's mouth on the end of a big ass seal's body, or sea lion's body. Think of an elephant seal with that. That's going to be hard to fight at all. I don't think it's going to be fast on land. At all. So there's a chance. If it got a big rock and went... But am I allowed to use weapons? If I could pick up a rock, I think I could smash this thing's head. If I kept my distance. But if it's in the water, not a flying feck of a chance with this fella. So he's going to be further up. Depending on what you say. What you say? What Fate says with the rock idea. If I can use a rock, I can kick this thing's ass on land. In the water, not in a million years. Especially if it's a larger plesiosaur. Larger plesiosaurs in general, the head design evolved so it could eat fish. I'm not a fish. I mean, technically I am, but that's a taxonomy problem. This guy, and any plesiosaurs in general, yeah, too big to fight. Even if they did want to fight you, which is unlikely, they just, yeah, they're bigger, and it's like fighting a whale. On the smaller side, like fighting a large seal. On the smaller side, wait, no, on the smaller side, fighting a large seal. On the larger side, fighting an actual whale with a long neck. So, no point. You're not going to win that. So, the Skinwalker is a witch doctor from Native American beliefs that if you wear this animal skin, you can take on its properties and forms, and it maybe even turn fully into that creature. So basically, this is asking, can I fight a wolfman, or sometimes an actual wolf? Usually, this is going to be like with a coyote or a wolf type creature. So can I take a wolf in a fight? A 20-kilo wolf? Probably. The wolf ranges vary in weight. But then again, a 20-kilo dog, my dog Yuki, which is a Siberian Husky, she used to be 20 kilos. I wrestled her a lot, I always win. Then again, that's a dog that's friendly. Regardless of that, if it's a wolf with a man's brain, even if it's on the small side, I think that's gonna pretty much screw me up. Objection! Imagine this guy without his coat. He's just got his little potions like from Minecraft. The witch throwing stuff at you. Can he land them? Don't know. So it all depends. Has he got his coat on? Because looking at this guy, he's toned, but he's not built like a brick shithouse, is he? He doesn't look that tough without that on his head or the claws on his fingers. I think I could kill him. Wouldn't want to, but I think I could. So if he looks like this in the picture, and he has his claws and stuff, and his teeth, gets a grip of me and a bite on my neck, I'm dead. I'm going to put him... This is tough, because if he's an actual wolf, that's a lot harder. If he's a wolf with a man's brain, again, well, that'll be the case. But... he's a tough one. This one's like a Goatman level of what if. So, I gotta put him. Just he's supposed to be Goatman. You know what? Yeah, here we go. He's small. There. He's there. It's not a fair fight, but maybe, you know, if it had things. Edit. The Skinwalker may be higher because I forgot about magical bullshit, like super strength. Mothman. Look at those abs. Look at those abs. Now, again, Mothman he's supposed to foretell prophecies of danger. Some people think, oh, he brings the danger. He is the danger. But no. if you think of him as a creature, he's like a moth, bird, man creature looking at this. He's ripped as fuck. This one's made of metal. So he's got the magic thing going. If you have magic, you win. Thought I saw him out my window. Anyway, I think since he's got the magic thing going, I don't want to fight this thing. Look at it. It's a flying moth creature with really sharp claws, big old muscles, and God knows what else going on. And if he brings disaster just by appearing, if he actually does bring it, or if he's there to warn us, yeah, this is the type of creature you don't want to tango with. This is a spooky creature. Don't want to fight that. Could probably kill me. Then again, it's probably not wanting to hurt you. Because I believe that if this creature exists, it's just there to be like, oh, some shit's going to go down. You guys, look at me. Go, 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 okay? Go. So I think it's a good guy that I wouldn't want to fight. Anyway. It's a werewolf. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen? This is Kita. If we're doing it like that. Literally a creature of cursed magic, whatever. I use magic so much, but that's what it is. Turned by the light of the full moon or whatever else you could call it. Would tear you apart. It's basically if you put an entire pack of wolves into the body of this man-wolf creature. Fucking put a lion on there with the claws, strength of a bear, and no one would. I just put it there because it's a famous creature. It's actually my favorite as well, so maybe I'm being a bit biased here, but no one would. But anyway, I bet you're wondering what this little fella down there is. Well, this, my friends, you have never heard of. Terrifying creature. A Tsuchinoko, I think it's called. A Tsuchinoko is basically a snake with a fat little body. Yes. Hold your tears, for do not worry. It is like the Mongolian death worm, only easier, as I do not think it can spit venom or poison. Again, I would pick it up like a noodle and strike it to the ground, had I need to. But no, I think this little fella, I want to make something like PewDiePie did in his video, and just things I would rather die than fight, because I would rather protect them and keep them, you know, be nice to them. And that Tsuchinoko is definitely one of them. Because look how cute he is. Look, he's just a fat little bodied viper. I would never want to hurt that. Not in a million years. He's so sweet. I'll put him over here in Pledge to Protect. God, actually, there's a lot in here I'd pledge to protect. What about you? I pledge to protect you. Mermaid, if you're nice, if you're not a horrible siren creature, I'll look after you. And this guy, maybe, just because he's so goofy, and you knock the water out of his head. It's so easy to do. It's laughable and sad. This guy is not a threat. Unless you're in water. Again, they're only supposed to be about the size of a, I don't know, like a 5-year-old. Can you fight a 5-year-old? Let me know in the comments below. This has been my list. What is yours going to be like? If you like this, please let me know. It was fun to do. I enjoyed this. It's what I call a thought experiment. If you don't believe I can beat these creatures or get beaten by them because you think I'm an otherworldly god, let me know in the comments again. But until next time, this was fun, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Who knows what I'll do next time? SCPs? More cryptids? Let me know. But for now, goodbye.